JBNN will keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones. Before we get into the news, please remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and to share the news with someone today. Now onto the news. 1,060 people murdered in 11 months, say JCF. With less than a month to go before the end of the year, Jamaica's murder tally has climbed to 1,060. This was revealed in the latest crime figures, which was published by the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF this morning and covers January 1 to November 30. The current tally is 228 fewer, or 17.7% decline in murders when compared to the corresponding period last year. The latest statistics also indicate that 21 people were murdered in the last week, November 23 to 30. The latest figures show that 2 police divisions have recorded over 100 murders, St. James with 118 homicides and the St. Andrew South with 112. Poland has the fewest homicides with 13 murders recorded. The St. Andrew South Police Division had a mass murder last week along Waltham Park Road, where 5 people were shot and killed in separate incidents. Shootings, injured persons, rape, robbery and break-ins have declined year on year. Portmore man fatally shot by police during an alleged machete attack. The Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom is probing the fatal shooting of a senior citizen by the police in Portmore, St. Catherine, during an alleged machete attack. The deceased has been identified as 68-year-old Robert Gale of Passageford in the municipality. It is reported that at about 2:45 p.m. on Sunday, December 1, the police went to Lincoln Road in Passageford, where Gale lived, where the cops were allegedly attacked by the man who was armed with a machete. The police took evasive action during which he was shot. He was assisted to the Spanish Town Hospital where he was pronounced dead. Illegal taxi driving crash that killed students damned at airport. The driver of a vehicle which was involved in a fatal crash on the Bustamante Highway in Clarendon Monday morning was damned at the Norman Manley International Airport while allegedly trying to flee the island. The police are now further in their investigation with a view of administering the appropriate charges. The update was provided by head of the Jamaica Constabulary Force's Public Safety and the Traffic Enforcement Branch, Assistant Commissioner of Police, ACP Gary Mackenzie. Mackenzie said the vehicle was an illegal taxi that was being pursued by authorities ahead of the crash along Bustamante Highway in the vicinity of Folger Road at about 8:30 a.m. Based on all the investigations that have been done so far, the Subaru motor car is an illegal taxi that was spotted by police and transport authority personnel who were on duty within the town of Maypen. They tried to stop the vehicle. The driver did not stop. They attempted to give pursuit, but based on his manner of driving, the report is that they discontinued the pursuit. However, several minutes after, the police were alerted to a crash, ACP Mackenzie said, and when they attended the scene, they discovered that it was the same Subaru motorcar that was involved. He continued. The preliminary investigations of the police revealed that a Subaru motorcar was proceeding westerly, whilst a Toyota Probox motorcar was proceeding in the opposite direction. Based on our information, the Subaru motorcar collided with the rear of a medium truck, was displaced to the right of the roadway, and overturned into the path of the Toyota Probox motorcar, ACP Mackenzie explained. 4 students were being transported in the Subaru motorcar, 2 of which have since been confirmed dead, and the 2 others who have been hospitalized. The deceased comprised a male and female student. ACP Mackenzie said the individuals in the Toyota Probox motorcar did not sustain serious injuries. The driver of the Subaru motorcar, however, fled the scene, but was held at the Norman Manley Airport just before midday. The driver is not yet charged. However, it is quite likely that he may be charged, but we are furthering our investigation with a view of administering the appropriate charges, the Assistant Commissioner of Police said. He commended the police for their quick action. It is very good that the police communication and the appropriate attendance system are working in the manner that it is, so that we're able to trap this person who was able to arrest him, ACP Mackenzie said. In the meantime, the transport authorities expressed sadness and regret for the loss of the lives of the 2 Lennon High School children and extended hopes that those who were injured will recover soon. Our thoughts and prayers are with the families of the deceased as well as the injured, the authority said. The authority, however, is again urging the commuting public to choose only legal public passenger vehicles as their mode of transportation. Both the police and the transport authority are investigating the incident. 185 pounds of cocaine seized at Norman Manley International. Investigators are seeking to identify the persons behind the shipment of more than 185 pounds of cocaine that was intercepted at their Marriott warehouse, located at the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston on November 22. The Police Sources Corporate Communications Unit CCU said the seizure was made about 10 a.m. by members of the Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division FNED and the Jamaica Customs Agency Contraband Enforcement Team. It consisted of 78 parcels of white powdery substance resembling cocaine and weighing approximately 84.2 kilograms or 185.24 pounds. The CCU said it was concealed in 13 boxes of 2 kilograms Maggi seasoning, which are part of a larger shipment that included wines and beers. It said the shipment, intended for an address in Miami, Florida, was transported from the warehouse to Hefton headquarters for further investigation. While no arrest is made to date, investigations into this matter are on in earnest, with the aim of identifying and apprehending those involved in this illicit operation, the CCU said. Acting Senior Superintendent of Police, Samuel Blake, said FNED will continue to collaborate with key partners as the division focuses on those individuals and groups that pose the greatest threat to an increase in violence in Jamaica by virtue of their involvement in the illicit firearms and the narcotics trade. Soldier charged in connection with $47 million NCB phishing scam, the major organized crime and anti-corruption agency MOCA, as charged with the Jamaica Defense Force soldier, was held as part of a probe into a sophisticated phishing scam that defrauded the National Commercial Bank NCB of over $47 million. Garrick Lewis, 25, is charged with acquisition of criminal property, engaging in a transaction involving criminal property, facilitating the use of criminal property, and receiving stolen property. MOCA says Garrick's suspected accomplice, 33-year-old Ramon Thompson, who is already in police custody for separate crimes, was similarly charged and returned to custody. They are suspected to be part of a wider syndicate of criminals involved in the offense. It has been alleged that between April and June 2022, Garrick helped to illegally access funds from a number of bank accounts. It has been alleged that between April and June 2022, Garrick helped to illegally access funds from a number of bank accounts via an online phishing scam. The stolen money was subsequently transferred to various beneficiary accounts, which have since been used to withdraw the funds or further transfer them to other banking institutions. Another pothole-related death among 4 road fatalities over the weekend. An elderly woman was killed on Saturday after the driver of the car in which she was traveling swerved to avoid potholes and collided head-on with another vehicle, a police report has revealed. The crash occurred along the Walkerswood Main Road in St. Anne. The name of the 72-year-old woman was not released. This is the third death resulting from pothole-related collisions in almost 2 months. The elderly woman was one of 4 people killed in motor vehicle crashes this weekend, according to the police. The male drivers of 2 motor cars that crashed head-on, ages 20 and 33 years old, and a 39-year-old motorcyclist are the other victims. A 39-year-old man of Burn Savannah, St. Elizabeth, died in hospital from injuries received in a crash on the main road in the community on Sunday. He has been identified as Roland Foster of Burn Savannah. It's reported that at about 12:45 p.m., Foster was driving a motorcycle behind a grey Honda motor car toward Knoxwood. When the driver of the car made a right turn into his yard, Foster, which is alleged was overtaking the car, crashed into the vehicle and was thrown into a fence. He later died at hospital. A total of 114 motorcyclists have died in crashes since the start of the year. The 72-year-old woman was a passenger in a Toyota motor car that was traveling along the Walkerswood Main Road. The driver allegedly swerved to the right of the roadway to avoid potholes and collided head-on with another vehicle that was traveling in the opposite direction, according to the police report. The 2 male drivers were killed less than 24 hours later. It's reported that a Toyota Mark X and a Toyota Probox were traveling in opposite directions along the Dawkins Bend Main Road in Clarendon. The deceased have been identified as 33-year-old Orion Balfour, a distillery worker of the Hashiel housing scheme, and 20-year-old Kamal Clark of Longville Park, both in Clarendon. Reports are that at about 8:20, Clark was driving a Toyota Probox motor car and Balfour Toyota Mark X, and that both vehicles were traveling in opposite directions. According to the police report, the driver of the Mark X reportedly failed to keep to the left of the roadway, resulting in the head-on crash. A passenger of the Mark X was hospitalized in critical condition. A total of 340 people have died in motor vehicle crashes since the start of this year, a 13% decline year-on-year, police data shows. JBNN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.